What's up, everybody? My name is Sky Tolan. I'm one of the educational technologists with CETL here at OKCU, and I'd like to welcome you all to OCU's D2L E-Course. This six-part online lesson series is going to help you learn basic D2L skills and prepare you for face-to-face teaching that incorporates the online classroom here at OCU. So D2L, by the way, is just the name of our learning management system, or LMS, if you ever hear it referred to by that acronym, and it's used across the entire university. You might have heard it called Brightspace, Desire to Learn, the online classroom, or even just more casually, your course shell. But all of these terms refer to the same system. And for the purposes of this e-course, I'm going to refer to it as D2L. So if you hear me say D2L, it can mean any of those other things. This e-course is going to contain several different types of resources. The beginning of each installment is going to have an introductory video like this one that's going to tell you about it's going to be a kind of an overview of what this particular lesson will entail, the goals of the lesson, and why these goals are important for teaching, and also just with some helpful tips to help achieve those goals. Then the main content of the lesson is going to be presented, which will be video tutorials that will help walk you through some basic D2L skills. So like I said, this is an introductory video, but the other videos in each module will be centered on a specific skill or how to do a certain action in D2L. And so with this email, this first lesson, you're going to have tutorial videos on how to log in, how to manipulate the home page, how to enter a course, how to pin a course to your selected course menu, and how to look at a course from your student's perspective, because it can be pretty helpful to be able to see things from their point of view. Now, I know people have different learning styles and they prefer different types of tutorials to learn things. So all of this information is going to be available both as a printable PDF and as a YouTube video link. And that way you can save all of these tutorials for future reference, even after you've completed every installment of the e-course. You'll also get links to the FAQ document. I just like to call it a fact document that can help you troubleshoot if maybe you're having problems on the line, a very specific problem, and you need to go in. There'll be a lot of frequently asked questions in there to help you fix any of those issues. And then finally, we're going to have some check your understanding questions, also known as a knowledge check, and some try this at home tasks that will be really useful if you're trying to practice the kind of stuff that you learned with the tutorial. And so once you can successfully answer all of these questions and you've done all the try this at home tasks, then you should feel pretty good about the tutorial and the lesson that you just took, and be ready to move on to the next one. If not, again, you can always go back and redo them. Now, if you have any questions or anything, you can always reply to the emailed lesson and ask me any kind of questions or concerns or comments. I'm always open to good feedback, so by all means, please, I'd be happy to hear from you. But again, you're not going to be required to submit any assignments or anything. You're not getting graded on this unless you really want to. It's a self-study thing. It's for you. It's not for CETL or anybody else to judge you. This is a tool that's made for you guys, the faculty, to support you in your mission, bringing the best learning experience to the students that you possibly can. And again, there's not any one right way to work through it, so don't feel like you have to go boom, boom, boom. You can go in any order you want to, in any way that's most helpful for you. So if you want to work through each tutorial step by step in the order, you can do that. Or if you want to start from the back end and look at the questions and the try this at home tasks, and try those first to kind of check your understanding and see where you're at, and then you maybe want to use the tutorials to fill in any blanks, you can totally do that too. Maybe you just want to print out all the PDFs and keep them for future reference. That's fine. Like I said, whatever works for you works for me. So like I said, no wrong answer. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me, call me, set up an appointment in my Zoom room. Any of those things, totally fine. I'm here to help you. Okay. So real quick, let's just take a minute to go over the difference between D2L and some of the other online systems used by OCU. So there's a lot of different things, a lot of different systems that OCU uses, and it can be kind of confusing for new faculty, especially ones that might not be used to the online teaching space. So we've talked about D2L, also known as Desire to Learn, Brightspace, all of those nicknames. But it's very different from another system called Blue Link or Banner that's used by the registrar and the business and financial aid offices. They're not the same thing. So if you hear those two things, those are not interchangeable. Like I said, Blue Link Banner used by registrar business financial aid to track things like enrollments, transcripts, teaching loads. Basically, if it involves somebody getting paid or making a payment or somebody's transcript or final grades, then it goes through Blue Link, which is, again, separate from D2L. However, all of the information that tells D2L what courses to create and what to put in them, that information all comes straight from Blue Link. So there is some connectivity there. And there is a link in this email that goes more into depth between the Blue Link D2L communication that you can watch. I know I personally like to know the why behind a lot of things, and so that video can help explain that a little better so that you understand the connection there. Again, main thing you need to keep straight for now, though, is that while your final grades and paycheck information have to go through Blue Link, student assignments and daily grades, that's all D2L, so you don't need to worry about that. And so that's pretty much all we've got for this video. And now that you've seen it, I would encourage you to kind of skim through the rest of the lessons in the email and just make a decision on how you want to proceed with all those things. And I really hope that this information has been helpful and has been a good introduction to what this 6-part series is going to be about. And please reach out to me if you have any questions. That's what I'm here for, and I love being able to help support faculty and create that best possible learning experience for the students. So I'd like to say good luck, and as we say in my hometown, don't forget to be awesome.